I want to talk about Shadow's feet.
What did he say?
God damn it. I mean, let's talk about his hover shoes.
They're air shoes.
Okay, air shoes. Look, Shadow the Hedgehog is my favorite Sonic character. Yes, I'm so original for that take, I know. And he's one of the coolest fictional characters in my honest opinion. With Shadow Generations fixing his character and having his characterization done properly, that leaves me with one last general issue about my glorious Ultimate Black King.
I'm the coolest.
His animations while skating and boosting. I don't love them. As a matter of fact, I don't like his boost animation. Like at all.
I hate them.
I have some ideas and some examples of how I think these should look and act, so let's talk about it. Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell. And now, first of all, we gotta ask this question, or these questions. How do the air shoes work? What are they powered by? I don't know, but it's possible. The shoes have advanced artificial intelligence. So no matter what he's doing, the AI processes the information available and acts accordingly. It would know how much air to push out in all situations, understands what kind of terrain Shadow is on or his position, adjusting the power output or direction if he's airborne or going through a loop. Another possibility is that they're pressure sensitive. Depending on where Shadow shifts and puts his weight, the air shoes can do predetermined things. Maybe when he tippy toes and puts his weight towards the front of his body, it propels him forward. But if he uses his heels, he goes backwards. I'm just spitballing. Now, my personal headcanon, and I have nothing to base this on except just feeling and vibes, is that is controlled by his internal chaos energy. The powers he uses for things like chaos spear and or chaos control, which he does usually have a chaos emerald when doing. That's why I think he doesn't just fly all the time or at max speed. He slightly hovers above the ground. Well, at least he's supposed to. He does in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but in Shadow Generations, he's right on the ground as well as other games. Why have air shoes if he isn't in the damn air? I do want to say I think the skating animation here is the best it's been since Sonic Adventure 2, but there's untapped potential here. I need to address one more thing, then I promise we'll actually talk about it. Shadow is slower in this game overall, which I think makes his controls feel snappier and more precise. But they should speed him up in future games. It should be slower than Sonic's, but faster than what we've got right now. Sonic is the fastest thing alive. No one should or can match his maximum output. But Shadow, as far as I understand, is the closest thing to him in overall speed. Sonic and Shadow have boost meters, and the reason I think they are depleted when boosting is because Sonic cannot run at maximum speed forever, and Shadow can't just endlessly expend chaos energy. For Shadow's skating animation, assuming the boost formula or some facsimile of it continues, should look similar, but have his legs move faster and have him swing back and forth a bit more, like how he does in Adventure 2. Just show that effort of trying to get to top speed. It's going away, and we're going back to straight up building momentum and then having to maintain and keep that momentum. Honestly, just use the animation that we have from Adventure 2 again with newer graphics. It looks like he's actually putting effort to get it to higher speeds, and he is legitimately floating above the ground as he should be. However, if we keep the boost style moving forward and we want his animation to be him flying, we must look at Sonic Venture, created in Dreams. I think PS5 and PS4 is the only place you can play this, and it has been discontinued, but it looks so fire that I don't care. I'm giving this game a shot at some point. I have seen some mods for Shadow's boost, like the skate boost. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
I mean, it's alright, like.
But because boosting essentially takes you from whatever speed you're at straight to max, 15% to 100, 50 to 100, 0 to 100. It's a little jarring in my honest opinion. Flying isn't a bad idea. It can just look better. In Sonic Venture, you can see Shadow use his feet to propel himself, to rocket himself forward, then effortlessly soar above the ground at breakneck speeds. If you kind of look at him, he looks like he's actually trying to fly fast here, and honestly, it's sick as hell. I like this. If it looks like this with the boost effect around it, sign me up. I think the Doom powers are cool, but they look nasty.
Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight.
So I am glad they aren't sticking around, but having dedicated level design for flight, floating, gliding, falling with style, what have you, is super duper fire. That could unlock the next evolution of level design for Sonic games. What if we treat Shadow's flight like the Doom Wings? The final unlockable ability that he gets in a game that consumes rings and or meter, but it really lets him soar. I honestly think that's really fly, pun intended. And again, have him be a little faster, just a tad slower than Sonic. I do have some ideas for Super Shadow as well in terms of animation, but I have probably already gone way too in-depth on something I'm sure most people don't think is important. Look, it's my tism, let me rock. But yeah, you could also just use the boost animation for Super Shadow or give him a different flying form in that transformative state. That's really all I have to say for now, guys. The Sonic Fan Games video was coming along greatly. Just give me some time to let it bake in the oven. Be safe. Detective Hemming signing out. If you are somebody who ice skates a lot or does roller skating or aggressive inline skating, can you guys actually explain the mechanics of how to skate, move your body, and shift your weight in order to go faster? Because maybe there's something there we can use to make Shadow's shit look more fly. That's all I got. I'm out.